All right. Good evening there, cyber friends. This is the Midiman coming at you again from Walks Music here, back here in Studio B and C. And we count it a blessing. We thank God for the journey, thanking Him for life, health, and strength. I am doing this here video as a test again. I wanted everybody to know that Midiman is back to a degree, and I will be. This is mainly for my YouTube followers and contacts. I will be doing premiere videos on YouTube starting today. Um, I owed all to my buddy Hammond, man. He's been trying to get me to do some stuff like this for a long time, telling me I should go ahead on and do it. I'm trying to get used to this camera angle. I do not like the way this camera is doing right now, but nevertheless, I'm gonna let it alone for tonight, because really and truly, I'm just doing this here as a test. And matter of fact, I'm gonna send this to Facebook. Yes, this will be going to Facebook. It's my hope and prayer it's going to Facebook. But I'm gonna be demonstrating what I am about to embark on my YouTube channel, Midiman's Music Ministry. And as I told y'all in a prior video, that this is not only going to be this your gospel music, in other words, Christian music. It's going to be music, period. I'm going to be doing all kinds of music. I'm going to be doing all aspects of music. In other words, from the beginner on to the advanced, you can learn something. I don't claim to be the greatest, no, but I do know what I know. And I'm going to share what I know. In other words, I'm going to do, for the beginning pianists, I'm going to do my best to help y'all. I really am. I'm going to do the best I can to try to help y'all out as much as I can. Well, I'm going to do that for everybody, but especially the beginner, because I know how it is to be a beginner. I was once one myself, and I wanted to learn so bad. And I really worked hard in the early days. I really did. Now, if I worked like that now, like I did when I first started playing piano, oh my God, I'd be probably at 2 or 3 Stevie Wonders and Ray Charles wrapped all up into one. But y'all know how it goes when when you sort of get a little bit up there, you get a little sporty, you know what I'm saying? And you think you don't need to practice as much, but nevertheless, we do. I'm going to try a little screen sharing here, because this is one of the tools that I will be using to help teach, not only from the beginner, but all the way to the advanced. I'm going to be showing some things. Now, you advanced people, now, a lot of this stuff that I'm going to do in the early stage, y'all might as well go and find you something else to do, because there ain't going to be nothing for you but probably boredom, unless you just got to refresh yourself on something. I know with me, I have to refresh myself on a lot of stuff and a lot of material that God knows I have forgotten, especially since my illness. And a lot of things, my mind don't work as fast and as sharp as it used to do, but we thank God for it as well as it is. So right here, I'm going to try to share my screen with y'all and let you see my keyboard that I will be using, the onboard keyboard. And there it is. All right. And I hope that y'all can still see me. But there's the onboard keyboard. And this is, y'all excuse me, but I'm sitting in my chair, a wheelchair. And I hope y'all can see those notes in red that I'm playing. And I may turn it around a little bit. Let me turn my chair a little bit. Let y'all see what I'm doing with this here virtual keyboard. This is where I'm going to be using to help teach mainly my beginners. Now, like I said, if you're an absolute beginner, that note there on is middle C. just like I say, y'all, this is a test now. This is a demonstration. Don't laugh at me yet. That's middle C right there, beginners. That's where everything starts at, from the right hand up that way. Mostly from the right hand, from here up that way, up the keyboard will be played by the right hand. Now, I said most of the time, from here up will be played by the right hand. Now, beginners, that's most of the time, because I can go all the way down. Now just forget about that because I got this keyboard split and y'all hear the little bass sound along with the piano sound. It's split and it's layered. So just bear with me. In other words, so as I was saying, that's middle C, but I'm gonna play it at G down there. See that? I think it looks pretty good. I hope that it's rendering that good on the video when y'all see it. All right, beginners, it's a basic tune, walking bass, playing chords in the right hand. That's the basic way all those gospel musicians play. I don't care. You got a lot of them that can do a lot of fancy stuff out there, y'all. And I will tell you to please check all those cats out that they can rip. They can rip. I advise you to go and get yourself motivated. Look at them and it will motivate you to play like that. Don't ever think that you cannot do it. But now I don't want you to, when you look at people like Corey Henry, people like Jamal Hotwell, Sam, my buddy Sam Tarver, don't get discouraged when you look at them and hear them play, because those cats can play. All of them can. They can really play. Don't get discouraged by it, but learn from them. Be inspired by them to go and you work on your craft, because one day you will be, or can be, I'll say it like that, you could be just as good as them if you work hard and with the right coaching and teaching. And that's where Midiman comes in. I'm going to teach you music theory. A lot of people don't want to learn theory, but I'm telling you, it is crucial to know some theory as well. Everybody wasn't gifted. Now I got a partner that was gifted. He was straight gifted. He have never taken a piano lesson in his life, as far as I know. But he can get to a keyboard and tear it up. And that's my buddy Floyd Carter. Been knowing him for many, many, many years. We've been friends for over 40 some odd years or better. He was a member. He played at my church, my home church. He was a musician in my church for over 20 some years before I started playing for my own church. But he's never taken a music lesson as far as I know, but he had the gift. He got an ear and he can get to that keyboard and make it. He can listen to some music, he can go there and he can plug it out. But everybody cannot do that. But nevertheless, if you can play by ear, it will make your game a lot bigger and your field a lot wider if you learn some theory. I'm just telling you that. You need to know why that is a C chord. That is a C triad. 3 notes, tricycle. That's a C triad. And then if I add the third on top of that G, then that's a C major 7. But that's way above the beginner right now. But I'm making a point. That's a chord right there. That's a C major 7 chord. That is a C major triad. But now someone says a chord, you could call it a chord, you could, but really, theoretically, 4 notes, we call them chords. 3 notes, triad, same thing. So this is the sort of stuff that I'm going to be teaching. And I'm going to help the beginner as much as I can to get you to the immediate where you can stand on your own. And I guarantee you, like I said now, I'm no Liberace. I'm none of that. I don't try to be that. I try to be the best me that I can be. But I guarantee you, if you beginners, if you come to my channel, either you see it on Facebook or YouTube channel, Midiman Music Ministry, and if you employ the stuff that I'm going to show you, from the scales, from the see what I'm saying? Arpeggios, the chords, all of the above. If you pay attention and you employ this, then you got to practice. You got to practice. There's no such thing as no free lunch. We all had to pay our dues. And that dues is practice, y'all. Your fingers gonna get tired, they're gonna get sore. I remember mine. And even to now, I'm in another discipline as I speak to y'all right now. I got a guitar over there that y'all don't see, it's all camera. It's an acoustic, a Martin. I got a Martin. Very nice sounding guitar. I'm learning. I've been playing now for a good little while, and I'm considered now to be a guitar player. But honey, I'm a long way from being a guitarist. Believe me, it takes years, y'all. It takes years of discipline to do this here kind of thing. Just wanted you to know, don't get discouraged because you see Brother Samuel Tarver play, because the guy can play. Brother Jamal Hotwell is another one. Brother Corey Henry, along with a lot of more that I probably didn't mention. Don't mean no harm if y'all not one of the ones I mentioned. And but I'm talking about if you as a beginner, don't try to compare yourself with those guys because you're gonna feel discouraged. But what you need to do is think about this. This is where you want to be. Use them as inspiration for you to work to get to where they are. And that will give you the motivation to stick with the keyboard. And like I say, you're gonna have to learn some theory. You got to learn the theory. The more theory you know, the better you're gonna be. It's not gonna hurt you, I tell you that. I learned from the get-go. I didn't start taking piano until I was out of high school. It was in 1981, right there at my hometown in Cufford at Andrew College. My first piano lesson was on Halloween on a Saturday, 4:30. I remember it like it was yesterday. My first piano teacher, her name was Constance Hunt. She ended up marrying my music theory teacher that became my music theory teacher that next year because I entered school and I took up music. And his name was Dr. Jim Rhodes. Connie married Jim. She became Constance Rhodes then. But nevertheless, my first piano teacher, never will forget her. I wished I knew what she was right now, her and Mr. Rhodes. They were very detrimental. They had a great hand in my musical career in the beginning years. Taught me and got me well on my way. And then I moved on to Berry where I met Dr. Pethel and my other piano teacher, my second piano teacher was Miss Faye Rao. Now she was a giant in herself. She was a giant in the piano. She was a low stature, but she was a giant on that piano. I wished I knew where Mrs. Rao was right now. And she became Miss Kessler, I think, before I left Berry. But at any rate, that's where my musical journey started at, y'all, Andrew and Berry. And if I had done what I was supposed to do in the early days, I practiced very hard. If I had stuck with it and did that kind of hard rehearsal and practice I was doing in the beginning days, I would be a much better pianist today. But nevertheless, we kind of the blessing. I am where I am. And it is my intention to help all of the beginners. If you want some help, find Midiman. Midiman Music Ministry at YouTube. Or look for me on Facebook. Midiman 45 I got about 4 pages on YouTube, and I got 4 channels on YouTube, and I got 4 pages on Facebook. I think I have on Facebook Junior Walker and the Gospel Tritones. I have EJ Walker, which is Midiman, and I have I got 2 more pages on Facebook. I'm trying to think. The Deacon. I have the Deacon. And I'm not sure the other page, Walker's Music, which is my label. That used to be a label. I was running it as a label at that time, but yet it's still, that's my main studio. Walker's Music got there right now in the main studio A. Y'all have seen my videos on that. So be on the lookout. All of you people that are looking for some help, you're looking for help, then I'm your man when it comes to music theory. Because I'm going to be teaching all aspects of music, from arranging. I'm going to even try to show y'all a little bit about conducting. I'm going to let you know about the classes of instrument. I'm going to give you the whole 9 yards. I'm going to give you the full meal deal. But look, it's going to take time. You're not going to grasp all this stuff in one setting. So you're going to have to go to my YouTube channel, subscribe if you can, and do what you can do. If you like what I do, then let me know. If you got something special that you want me to talk about, let me know. and I know how to prepare these videos. So with that being said, I'm going to get away from this keyboard. I'll be trying to play it. And I'm going to go back on, get away from the sharing of the screen and give y'all my little final remarks here. We just want to say that it is my privilege, y'all, to do these here videos. And I want to say this up front. I'm not in this here for no get rich scheme. I'm not in it for it. I'm in ministry. My job is to help individuals that want help. If you want help, don't let money be the reason why you do not reach out for help. Midiman will help you, money or no money. I'm not looking for your money. I'm a musician that's going to share what I've learned over the years. And I've been in it for over 30-some years now. And I think I do know a couple of things I can share. So that is the main goal. So with that being said, this is Midiman saying whatever you get into. If God is not in it, please, ma'am, please, sir, come on out of it, because it's going to come to nothing. Until the next time, the next video, the next broadcast of this here, this is Midiman saying peace and good night.